Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a bit of a mixed media illustration here of a young boy and his friend. I'm not actually sure if that's his mum or his auntie or what. I really should decide these things. But yeah, I just wanted to do a cute illustration of a little kid. And of course, me trying to stay true to my promises. Technically, I did draw a male, so yeah. Now, I wanted this drawing to be sort of softer than my usual drawings. I wanted the line art to be less pronounced and, I don't know, have the colours sort of muted and light and happy, but also have lots of different colours as well. I want the drawing to be vibrant, but not too vibrant. So yeah, I am drawing this on some mixed media paper, actually. Surprise, surprise, it's actually not my expressive blending card. And this is mainly because I wanted to use some coloured pencils in this illustration. So yeah, I have lined the piece up in a brown Prismacolor Premier pencil, and yeah, I mainly tried to do the lines sort of even and, I don't know, not too bold, I guess. And yeah, I started on the background first, and now sometimes I like to do this because, I don't know, when you colour and shade the focal point, the normal figure, and then you end up colouring in the background, that kind of changes the whole feel of the piece. And a lot of the time I find that after I do the background, I need to go back into the shading of the character, because the shading is either not shaded enough, like the shadows need to be darker or lighter, or maybe I just shaded in the wrong areas, that kind of thing. So I don't know, I feel if I do the background, which is most of the illustration, it's a larger portion, then after that I can get a feel for how I actually want to shade the figure. Now, the background is pretty simple here. I mainly used a yellow-green marker, and then I also used a pale yellow marker, and I kind of did a little, I don't know, it's like a green background. I guess it's kind of blurred if you think about it, and I did like sort of yellow to sort of, I don't know, symbolize light beams coming down, or perhaps the green is like shadows of trees, something like that. But yeah, I wanted it to be very blurred out, sort of kind of like how in photography when you have, like, I don't know, the background's blurred out and the main focal point is on the characters. Then I started on the characters here, and I mainly started on the girl first, girl, woman, whatever she is, and I did the jeans, and I used night blue and light crockery blue for these, and I tried to blend them a lot because I don't know, I wanted it to be soft and really nicely blended, and I don't know, not too harsh, if you get what I mean. And then I went into her sort of cardigan turtleneck shirt thing, I'm not too sure. And I shaded it first with purples, and then I went over the top of that with my light grape marker. Now, at first it was kind of but I just kept blending it, and then after that I started to layer a rose red color over the top, and that kind of unified it a bit and made it so that the shadows were more similar to the highlights. And yeah, I think that worked out pretty nicely because there is a bit of purple in the shadows, but it's not too different, if you get what I mean. And then of course I went into the boy's clothes, and I mainly tried to do his shorts in a sort of warm grey colour. Now, my warm greys are fairly dry, but I tried my best to get as much ink out as I could, and after that I went over them with a bit of champagne and also a little bit of milky white as well, just to sort of blend them and make it look a bit softer, because obviously the warm greys are pretty dry, so I'm not going to get an even coating with just that. And then for his shirt, I kind of want that plaid, I don't know, like texture of that kind of shirt, the pattern. So I actually went in with light rouge, and then I layered stripes over the top in a sort of checkered pattern. And I used my cadmium red, and I also used a bit of cardinal. And then after that, I also went over the top with a white pencil to do like the lightest sort of white off red kind of stripes. And yeah, I really do like drawing plaid patterns. I think that they are really fun to do, and it's just kind of fun to layer different stripes over the top, and it sort of ends up looking pretty neat at the end as well. I actually did this recently for another drawing I did not too long ago, and that was a girl gardening, I think, and she had a very similar shirt. After that, I went into the skin of the characters, and I tried to mix it up. This time I did something different. I actually layered the heath down first, and that is a purple color, which you think purple for the skin. A lot of the time I like to put purple in the shadows of my skin, because it just, I don't know, I find that it just gives it a lot more dimension and makes it look a lot more natural. I really love shading with purple. I think it makes it look really cool. So yeah, I put in purple in the shadows first, and then after that I laid the skin colors over the top, and that actually made it really nice because the skin colors actually sort of, they blended with the purple which was underneath it a lot more than if I would have laid the purple over the top of the skin color. So yeah, I think that turned out pretty nice. After that, I coloured in his hair, which I wanted a sort of light goldeny blondie colour, and I started using sand to shade in where I wanted the shadows to be, and also to define the strokes of his hair a little bit. And then after that, I actually went over the top with my buttercup yellow, and that gave it a really nice soft golden color, and it wasn't too bright. Like, it doesn't look too yellow to me, but you can definitely tell it's blonde, so I think that was pretty cute. Oh, and another thing that I did for the skin, I actually put in some pink with my pale pink, I think it's called, marker, and I used this on the cheeks, a bit on his nose, his fingertips, his knuckles, and his knees. And yeah, that actually helps a lot too, because in those areas you will find that blood goes to those parts of the skin. So those parts of your skin will actually be a little bit more pinker, and yeah, when you do that in an illustration, it actually makes it look more lifelike and sort of realistic, I guess. And I don't know, I just find the little pink parts on his knees really cute. And yeah, I shaded her hair a bit similar, but hers is a little bit more darker. I guess she has like a browny coloured hair with like little blonde bits through it. And I mainly used my Carib Cocoa marker, and then I went over the top of that with the sand, and then for the highlights I used the buttercup yellow. So yeah, her hair is fairly similar, just, I don't know, it looks like her hair was a bit darker than his, but then she got streaks or highlights or something. But yeah, this video is actually coming to an end, and I am so happy with this illustration. I think it's really cute. I actually didn't mention the butterfly. He's actually pointing up at the butterfly, and I find that really adorable. I actually used gel pen for the little white parts of the butterfly. I think that it stands out really nicely. And yeah, I really love this illustration. I think it's cute and sort of whimsical in a way, and yeah, I don't know, I really like it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!